Hello everybody and welcome back to another reading of Underdog. Today we got episode 8, and good news, this one has a title for the first time. And also, it seems that I got rid of chapter names finally, so it seems like I'm utilizing more of the paper, which is nice. This one is titled The War. I started writing this on January 21st and finished writing it on January 27th. So let's just stop talking and get right into this. Chapter 1. Atlas is under a bridge with a wisp of cold air coming from his mouth. So being in the cold is one of your trials? Correct. So once I get my other angry powers, I don't need my super speed? That's correct. Okay, that's cool. But what will these anger channelment powers even do? Well, when you get angry, it will release an energy known as anger fluid. And once that goes through all your veins, you'll release it, giving ultimate strength. Durability, speed, planning, and focus. Cool, so what's the second trial? Go to the mountain. Go to the mountain of Zelius. What? The anger spirit knocks Atlas out, bringing him to the dream world. Meanwhile, back at the city, the fire and ice people are causing chaos for all New Yorkers in the city and Dylan and Nightwalker. How are we supposed to stop them? Well, before that, the woman, before she said she died, take care of her son named Shiver. All right, well, where is he? He's right there. Dylan points to the distance where a young ice boy is standing, wondering where his mom is. So I guess we gotta break the news to him. I suppose so. Dylan and Marcus walk up to the boy. Hey, your mom told me to take care of you. Wait, where is she? She passed. What? No. Kid, I'm so sorry. You could have saved her. I tried. Well, you should have tried better. Shiver creates an ice sword like Dylan can, wanting to fight. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure what the dream world is for Atlas, but, who knows, right? Chapter 2. Kid, I don't want to fight you. Stop calling me kid. Call me the victor because I will destroy you. Shiver tries to attack Dylan, but Dylan throws him to the side using his gravity powers. I thought I said I didn't want to fight. Dylan's eyes fill with fire, making Shiver back off. So do you hear me clearly? Yeah, I'm sorry. So do you want to go to your house? No, because we have to stop this whole war so the city doesn't crumble down. Okay, so how are we supposed to do that? We need to find my friend Atlas, who can transport all of the people to another location to keep them safe. Does he have a bus? Ugh. Dylan calls Atlas on his cell phone, but he doesn't answer. Huh, that's weird. Dylan, what happened? Atlas didn't answer. Let me guess, that's not normal for him? Yeah, it's definitely weird. Okay, so how are we going to do it without Atlas? We'll find out a way. Chapter 3. Stripe is at a construction site with diggers, lifters, and other machines. So, how's the AV coming along? It's about 65% done and on the way to perfection. Good. Hopefully the boss is proud. Who's the boss anyway? I can't tell you, boss. I can't tell you. Boss's orders. Okay, that's fine. I suppose. The worker walks away and Stripe talks into a radio. Subsonic. It's 65% done. Amazing. You want a promotion? Yes. I'm joking. Ugh. The Stripe pulls out her shield and sword and goes to the old lab again. Alright, I need to find out who the Nightwalker is. The Stripe starts to collect samples of the broken lab ground until she finds fingerprints from Marcus. She takes the samples to a secret lab in the subway tunnel. So, I guess Subsonic is, alive? Is that what we're seeing? I don't know how he's alive. I don't know. That's confusing. Hopefully I explained how that makes any sense. Chapter 4. While Dylan and Marcus are looking for Atlas, they run into some trouble. Hey, have you seen this? Dylan shows Marcus some news on his phone. It shows an Intel auction. Wait, did it say Intel on high speed levels? Yeah, why? We could find Atlas using that. Also learn how to make him faster. You have a good point. Dylan and Marcus dress up in suits for the auction and walk in looking around. Okay, so are we going to steal it? Are we going to bid for it? We'll see what we'll do, depending on how the blocks fall in place. Okay. Zooming out of the building, a man with a customized built sniper rifle ready to fire on a bounty target he got. Dylan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 67th. Why did I put 67? In something from 2023. Did I know? Did I know something? I don't know. Welcome to the 67th annual New York Intel auction. The audience starts clapping with high hopes to win the auction for the intel. So the first intel we have is intel on tanks, only for government officials. While the auction is going on, the man with the sniper is looking onto Dylan. All right, boss. He's in my target. Good. Just focus, and once you shoot, let something lock the electronic doors so no one can escape. Then let me take everyone out myself. Got it, boss. Zeno. Oh, that's what says Zeno. My bad. Zeno down at the auction is waiting for the man with the sniper to shoot. Dylan senses the bullet going through his head, but before he can get ready to dodge it, time slows down and everyone but Dylan stops. Okay. Seems like we got something weird going on here, boy. Chapter 5. All the clocks in the auction start to spin really fast, and a blue wormhole opens with Timenizer walking out. Ooh. Hello, Dylan. Wait. Weren't you the guy Alice was talking about? Indeed I am. Wait. Alice talked about me? Yeah. So you're probably wondering why I'm here. Yes, I am. So you're about to dodge that bullet. Yeah. Well, if you keep using your predictions of the future to your advantage in the timeline, we'll branch from the set timeline. So what does that mean? If you keep doing these future things, then I'll come for you myself. So if I do it like 3 times, I'll send my minions. You have minions? Yes. And shall I say, many. And also, very strong. Alright, I'll stop messing with time. Good. Now get hit with the bullet. You'll see what happened. Dylan gulps and Timenizer leaves, making everybody go back to normal time. Marcus sees the bullet and slows time and grabs the bullet. Wait, how'd you do that? I got Alice's power of speed. Why didn't you tell me? Because I thought it was just gonna go away. Well, it clearly didn't. With everyone in the auction house is freaking out, then a man with a black hoodie. The man with the sniper zips into the broken window, and Subsonic line up into a line. Hello, Dylan. And Marcus. Subsonic? I thought you died. I did. But I didn't at the same time. So why are you here? To kill you. So I think the writing here is a little confusing to follow along with, but so far it's not horrible. This one's not terrible. It's called The War, and nothing has been about the war except talking about trying to escort them out. Chapter 6. Subsonic looks at the other 2 men and they all nod. You saw that, right? Yeah, you better be on your guard. The 3 men start to get ready to fight, and so does Dylan and Marcus. So, have you improved? Have you? I don't need to. The man named Deep Connection starts hacking the lights with his artificial eye. What? Why, wait, no. Why is his eye moving like that? Well, I don't know. Let me see. I'm hacking stuff with my eye. How's that even? Never mind. The light starts flickering and the man with the sniper, aka Sharp Shot, runs away to get an advantage point. So, we just gonna keep flickering the lights, or are we gonna fight? Marcus puts on his Nightwalker suit and enables his night vision to see when Deep Connection fully turns off the lights. Let's just fight. I know. With Sharp Shot behind Dylan, he is pointing his sniper at his head. Don't move, or else I'll fire. Okay. I don't know, something. Time slows and Marcus hits Sharp Shot back, making him launch back. So now Marcus has super speed? Yeah. You feel scared? Some competition. Finally. But I'm not scared. You should be, though. Well, I'm not scared. You should be scared of me. Why would I? Because Atlas has experience, and you don't. Marcus gets mad and tries to run, but Zach just walks around Marcus, showing he's faster. Time comes back to normal, and Zach trips Marcus. Whoops. Hey, what the heck, man? Look, you can't beat me. But I can. I feel like this is not really a fight. It's more of just like talking. We're like just walking around. Chapter 7. Atlas from the dark corner jumps down and there's red smoke coming from his eye. Atlas? No. Then who is it? Atlas, but stranger. Atlas smirks and propels himself towards Subsonic, not expecting it. Subsonic chokeslam by Atlas, then starts unleashing a fury of punches on Subsonic. Ah! Atlas, stop! Stop! Dylan tries to stop him using his powers, but Atlas somehow catches the waves of energy. Wait, how are you doing that? It's called power. Well, power this. Jumps up and throws an ice sword directly at Atlas, but like the waves, Atlas catches it and crushes it in his hands. You will not stop me from killing this maniac. He's not a maniac, he's my brother. Dylan runs up and uses his gravity powers to increase his strength and punches Atlas, sending him through many city buildings. He may be a villain, but he's not a maniac. Dylan, why'd you save me? Because you're my brother, and they always stick together. Dylan, he puts his hand out for Zach, but when Zach reaches out, he throws Dylan behind him, hitting him against a supporter pole, breaking. See ya. Subsonic runs away with the two boys. Something this building supports to fall down now. What? I don't know. Yeah, how will we stop it? Well, Alice seems to be angry enough to do it, but he's not in control. So, how do we get him under control? We must take the spirit out of him. Well, how did we take it out last time? Well, we used some kind of laser beam. This device. Well, we gotta head back to the lab. But what about the building? We must get it saved and then go to the lab. There is a lot of talking, and it's all very confusing because I don't know who's talking and who's not talking. I don't know, bro. I did resolve that later on. I put who's talking when there's dialogue. Chapter 8. Dylan increases his strength and tries to lift up the supporter. Using all of his strength, Dylan puts the supporter back in place. Alright, let's go back to the lab. Wait, what about Atlas? We can't just let him be loose when he unleashes his rampage. Also, with the police trying to stop the fire and ice people, he might just get in the way. Now Walker and Dylan split up, with Dylan distracting Atlas while Marcus goes to the lab. At the lab, Marcus is searching for the beam device. Hey, Dylan. Marcus at the lab is talking through Dylan on a mic device. So how am I supposed to find this? Dude, you have super speed. Just try to run around and find it. Okay. Marcus runs around trying to find the device, and finally he finds it. Dylan, I found it. Dylan? Hello? Dylan, are you there? Worried, Marcus speeds back to Dylan, seeing him fighting Atlas. Atlas, I don't want to fight you. This isn't Atlas. I don't care who it is, just stop. Dylan, Marcus. I thought you were looking for the device. I found it, but you weren't answering. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I started fighting you. Yeah, because you're annoying. What is this dialogue? This is horrible. Marcus stops time and runs up to hit Atlas back at the wall of the building. Well, good thing I've appeared because you can't beat me. You're right. You're right. Why am I giving speed back and finding a new host? Okay. This is very confusing to read. That's not a bad idea. Oh no. Maybe you should give the host some more control. That's not a bad idea. Thanks. No problem. Dylan is trying to gain his breath back. When he is ready, the two go back to the blimp lab. Well, a good thing that spirit left Atlas. Just a little time until he wakes up, hopefully. That was very confusing to read. Chapter 9. Once Atlas wakes up, the three suit up and go out to the streets to finally stop the war. So, the police can't really capture them, so how are we going to? We need Atlas to create some kind of box, and since this guy is still ripped into another realm, Nightwalker, you need to make some kind of rocket boosters to start the levitation, then I will power it up. Everyone does their part, ready to stop the war. Okay, everybody, ready? Yes. Marcus, put the boosters on the bottom while I lift it up. Alright. Dylan strains while lifting up the box while Marcus is attaching the boosters at the bottom. When he's done, Marcus activates them. The box is starting to fly up, and Dylan then helps the box make some more progress. Okay, so how do we start the path? Marcus activates the path device, making the box pick up the element people and brings it back to the elemental land. Until someone taps Dylan's shoulder. Huh? Oh, hey, Shiver. Why aren't you on the lift? I don't know. You told me that you would take care of me. Oh, shoot. Well, I suppose you can come to the new lab. What happened to the old lab? Earthquake. That's all you need to know. Oh, okay. Subsonic is at the headquarters of the artificial volcano. That's what AV means, I guess. Hey, boss. Hello, Stripe. So why'd you call me here? Well, we both know the volcano's almost done. Yeah? Why? Bring the squad back to the city. Why do I need to do that? Stop Team Underdog from delaying the eruption. Okay. Stripe rallies Sharp Shot and Deep Connection. Why are we here, Stripe? Team Underdog shall fall, and we will achieve total kingdomship of New York. Then, we will venture further than New York. The end of episode 8. So that one definitely was one of the better ones of the season so far, but the war title was a little misleading. It had like 2 chapters about the war. Everything else was more about the auction, I feel like. So I should have named it something about like the auction. Definitely not anything about the war. But yeah, definitely one of the better episodes of the season so far, which is still not saying a lot. The dialogue is very confusing, and it's very hard to like follow along with what I'm reading. But that's alright. I feel like if I see a little improvement, that's still pretty good, because as someone who likes to do this for fun and to enjoy, I like to see improvement in my writing. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time in the next episode. 2 more for this season. Peace out.